breaking fucking records radio.
So can you tell us about your label Goon Musick, and what can we hope to be expecting from you in terms of releases in the future?
Well, first of all, the name of Goon Musick, our label, was put together by the constellation of the Snowgoons and Signature before he actually even came into the crew. That's why we write Goon Musick, like Goon from the Snowgoons, obviously. Music is obviously the music we're doing, and but we're gonna write it like M-U-S-I-C-K. So the Sick at the end stands for Signature's name. So it's the combination basically of Snowgoons and Signature.
Wow.
Combined in Goon Musick, the name we spell it out.
Okay, so it's a bit more deeper than just sort of,
exactly.
People
just
might
like
think that you've just spelled it like graffiti or something. It's to represent signature as well.
Exactly, and like I said, the idea of that spelling was before even Signature was officially in the Snowgoons. Because he came into the crew. I mean, we go back with Signature since the second album though. But before he became an official member of the Snowgoons, couple years, like we had this idea, you know, to create a label, our own label. And then the second thing about Goon Musick is basically we never really wanted to be a label, like a label in the classic sentence, meaning like we signing artists and just putting out records. It was more or less a startup and a jump off for our own. Basically, we want to use it as our own platform, you know.
Yeah.
Like we want to have Goon Musick representing the Snowgoons basically, and like I said, not a regular label putting out like random artists.
Was that because of like maybe I know sometimes artists get frustrated when they're dealing with major labels and stuff. Is that because you want more control and be able to put out a more like a pure product representing yourselves? Like
yeah, exactly. More control is one thing. Owning your own music is the other. And that's a big difference as well.
We were talking about that today on the way up here about our music.
We played around with it, like that was a side story. It was kind of interesting. You know, we sampled some stuff and hooked up with that band, a band from the 70s. Had like a big Billboard top 10 hit. You know, we hit them up. These guys must have been like what, like 65, 70 years old, still active on Facebook. So we hit them up and they said, "Hey, send over the track. You know, track with Master Ace." And they was listening to it and said, "Wow, bang, you know, and we're all down, but you gotta go through our label." What's your label? Universal in LA. So we hit up Universal, over 40 years old, and you know, all about the money, ridiculous sample stuff, you know, so we said we just leave it alone. And when we talk to these guys again, and they're in their 70s, and they say, whatever we did 40 years ago, we don't own. Universal still owns everything.
Wow. So it makes you think about...
and this was something like, well, we did the right move, you know. No matter what, no matter how big the sales were, you know, if you're on a creative end, and you're creative and doing your own music, it should someday be your music. You're just giving something away like a product yourself.
Yeah.
So we're happy that we're doing our own stuff. So this giving us control and also giving us like everything inside our own pockets, and that's the way to go.
It's a really cool like first-hand way to feel reassured on that too, it's
inspiring for other artists to have successful hip hop artists out there that are independent and have control of their own music, because it makes people believe that they can still go and do that. So like, peace to the Snowgoons to just like flying the flag for like independent music. Being in control of their own stuff, so hopefully when they're 70 they can look back and they're still going to own their own music. They're not going to be having any regrets.
Breaking fucking records radio.